Good morning.
Nigerians in diaspora have disassociated themselves from Abike Dabiri because it does not represent fairness and justice for Nigerians living in diaspora. Let's your reaction.
Yes, I read about one Williams from a Twitter handle where he was trying to put this Abike Dabiri on the scale. A Yoruba man for that regard, making references to similar thing that he reacted as a matter of emergency and urgency on the case surrounding Patience Amaka Slobenga of Canada, a Biafran Canadian who made reacted to a similar threat by one Kingsley from Austria against the Igbo children. And all of a sudden, we saw the entire government of Nigeria on emergency meeting because of that singular act. But they were disappointed the way the Canadian government, handled the issue of Amaka. Amaka was never arrested, according to her, what I read and understand. She was only invited and asked to go. That Canada is not Nigeria. But all the pressure that came from Nigerian government via Abike Dabiri, who is the chairperson of Nigerians in diaspora, was something when you look at it so much, you find a situation where an Igbo agenda is being placed consistently on the radar of scale that has to do, with, anything can happen. The average Nigerian see an Igbo man as anything can happen at any time. They need to be checkmated. Even everything that has to, including their clothes, is suspicious. Including this, where they march, is suspicious to every other Nigerian. So that's the picture they are actually, painting. We've seen so many people who are told the same line. No, you understand? I can tell you categorically clear, throughout the history of this country, no Igbo man, you can check the record, has come out either by omission or commission threatening any ethnic nationality in Nigeria. It has never happened. But we keep on getting it from the north, from, subsequently, even from people who you did not expect they should do that. Of course, he's currently being squeezed abroad. Abike Dabiri, anywhere she goes now, to receive a maximum, they boo her anywhere they see her now, because Nigeria has come to understand the real thing. I'm telling you, it might be one of the reasons why Ajuri, Ngelele resigned. That's the reason why that man resigned from this administration. First of all, from an insider, they cited that he is not their clique. That's the first time. That's the whole thing, and haven't been recycled from Buhari's administration to this present administration. They didn't give him enough space to operate, and the guy is sensing a danger that instead of doing the cabinet reshuffle, they are going to throw him unceremoniously. So he quietly understood the factor and the position where he is, and he moved away.
Igbos are being attacked on all sides.
Because they know that guy you are seeing today, a lot of things has been registered inside his mind as I'm talking to you now. He knows that the need for us to separate from Nigeria has come. There's no two ways about it. Ajuri Ngelali is a Biafran from Bayelsa State, who served under, and they have been thrown down, they have been checkmated in this administration. Whatever they are, whatever foundation this administration is laying, the whole world is assimilating it. So, Abike Dabiri, for me, I think is a woman who will never be remembered for any legacy. She is the worst mother I've ever seen in the history of my life. Abike Dabiri has shown that she's a classless human being when you talk about humanity. Abike Dabiri has shown that inside and outside of her, there's no atom of beauty for humanity. Abike Dabiri herself has shown that she is an epitome of bigotry and ethnic sentiment. All those things that is coming out from this Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration painting a particular picture towards a particular direction. is something that has been happening. It is something that is obvious. But we saw the resilience and the resistance, that came from Biafrans globally, that stood for Amaka, the Biafran Canadian woman, in that context. They stood for her. The Igbos came out and challenged the so-called Abike Dabiri and the Lagos-led administration in Abuja. And you can see up to today, even when the Nigerian media reported that Amaka has been arrested, they were celebrating it. But they forgot that their own man, their own APC touts were also involved without any provocation from anywhere. Abike reacted, and I think investigation has been carried out. And the surveillance has been placed on one Kingsley from Austria. Edo is Biafra, Igbo is Edo, and Edo is Igbo. As simple as that. There's no two ways about it. Anybody that's going to separate Igodo from who they are is wasting his time. That's the fact. The Edo Igbo culture and tradition has been running smoothly for decades. No issue. All of a sudden, somebody came from nowhere and started making a kind of threat. And see, if you get to a point, it turns to a boiling point, it becomes a steaming point. When something, it will steam to a level that it will become a boiling point where, reactions can come from any angle you didn't expect. They should also understand that, Igbos looking the other side always and often when this similar threat comes does not mean they don't know what they are doing. They are remembering history. They are remembering the foundations of how Nigeria was led. They are remembering a lot of things. They are remembering a lot of sacrifices. They look the other way. Not that everybody that an average Igbo child is angry with Nigeria. There's no two ways about it. I've never come across anybody. It might be a feeling that you cannot be able to assess physically, but right inside, it's a bottle of anger against Nigeria. And Nigeria has continued to treat them as non-Nigerians in all ramification. Even though we are contributing, steaming, sweating on daily basis to make Nigeria look like a nation that is struggling to survive. So, for me, a lot of things is not going on well with the way and manner. I expected some reactions, but the Igbo community always want to overlook some certain things, which is relatively very dangerous for Igbo community all over the world. In a situation like, Abike Dabiri, Bayo Nonuga, MC Oluomo, the Oba of Lagos Akiolu, and the host of them, including Lagospedia, I think they should want to be profiled them. The United Nations, the World Organization, international community supposed to start profiling the Igbo intellectuals all over the world to look into that direction, because that does not feel that the cultural threatening of Igbo interests anywhere they find themselves is just a mess structure. They cannot tamper with the foundation of which Igbo was made. And nobody. No, it's divinity now. Nobody can do that. I've never seen. That's what, even though when Gowon came and balkanized the entire Biafran land by creating states. Can you tell me what is called states? State is just a division. When you want to separate Papa and Mama, relatives, family, you don't create. That's what Gowon did. Of what effect is the state now? The North is also no money for restructuring. 37 years after, which was what, of course, they were part. They have given. I keep on saying it, that everybody has been given option of national unity and existence. They rejected it. Now that we do not need restructuring again, we are talking about separation. Separation. Let those who believe in Nigeria stay on their own, and those who believe in Biafra stay on their own. As simple as that. You can see a serving government, an aide to the president that has a national ultimatum mandate came out an alleged ethnic profiling cleansing on a particular tribe, and that person is still serving in that government. And you think that somebody like Aturi Ngelele should be there? It not cannot work. Serving in the same department with such bigotries. It cannot work. So he carefully studied the atmosphere, understand it very well, just like when Yinka Odumaki was serving under CPC with Buhari. Throughout the years of her service with Buhari as at that time, you know, he understands some certain things. Aduri Ngilale has discovered a mystery about the Yoruba clique running Nigeria now. They have turned themselves to cabal. They tell the president they want to take over Kaduna refinery, Dangote refinery, and let them take it. Whatever they want to accumulate now, I think it's their turn. Let them accumulate it. Of course, that's what it looks like. What is the meaning of Emiloko? Emiloko is not a political theory. I've never seen a political theory like Emiloko. I've never seen. So what he's trying to tell you, now they are going to buy Nigeria the way they want, and nobody can stop them. The North has been squeezed to a point. They are asking for relief. The North is asking for relief. To an extent, a prominent northern politician named Tinubu Emperor. The North is simply tired. And I hope Tinubu continue to squeeze them to an extent where they will realize the consequences of what they did that led to the Nigerian Biafran war. Time is coming. I keep on saying it. There are no two ways about it. Time is coming when the burden of that corrupt conception of Nigeria, pioneered by the Yorubas and the Northerners against the Igbos, will be unveiled. And it has started unveiling. The revolution is going to start from the North. There are no two ways about it. And like Igbos have already taken a position, we will watch the way Yorubas watch during the Nigerian Biafra war. They are going to settle themselves. And when they settle to themselves, then we will know what to do at the right time. What I'm asking is that whatever that is being done, that should be done properly. According to United Nations, we have established a government already in exile. That government has ministries running. And that is the government we are going to use to challenge any force around the world who want to be in alliance with what we are talking about. Nnamdi Kanu cannot continue to be in detention where the Ohanese, the Eastern governors, and the senators and the House of Rep of that extraction, of Eastern extraction, continue to behave as if something is not at stake. The consciousness of an Igbo man has been in custody for no reason. So if you look at this Tinubu's administration, if care is not taken, this administration is going to lead Nigeria to the mortuary.
Who is now going to speak for Igbos in Diaspora, since we are rejecting Abike Dabiri?
Abike Dabiri is going to speak for Igbo. Abike Dabiri can only speak for Yorubas. He cannot even speak on behalf of the Hausas. Abike Dabiri cannot speak for the Igbos. Abike Dabiri is not a nationalist in that manner. You can see the way she exhibited the inside of her when it comes to issues that have to do with Igbo. That's the fact. So how will you call that somebody like that? Igbos will not even listen. You can only call the Anagos, for a meeting. You understand? And they do whatever they want to do for their own interest. The Hausa man will not listen to her. The Igbo nation will not listen to her. So who is it? We are talking about our unexpected government internationally that are busy negotiating the interest and existence of the kingdom that is going to come. We so much cry and weep and believe. Even on the riverside, we still remember that there was a country. That dream, according to Chimamanda Adichie, it's not a Yoruba, a white man that came and told us you are white or you are black. The black man, so to say, or rather, an Igbo man, need to discover and rediscover himself the more. That is the only way we can imbibe that culture of nature and tradition to empower our own generation. There's not two ways about it. Thank God we are not too much relying on government proceeds or something that's coming from government. We're not relying on that. We are self survival people. You know, let me put it that way. Who struggle on their own, who turn things, you know, to something that can benefit one or two people at the same time. Imagine a situation they keep on squeezing Igbos to a corner, but still the Igbo man refused to be squeezed. Whichever way.
The Nigerian government will not represent us, even though
But
Nigerian green card.
Nigerian government have never represented Igbo, but Igbo represent Nigeria. That's the irony. Go and check the history all over the world. From the beginning of this country, no Nigerian government have never represented. But you can see Igbos representing Nigeria all over the world. Because they know that the force that is driving them is bigger than the entity called Nigeria. So they don't need Nigeria to move forward. Leave Nigeria. Okay, come to reason it. What is Igbo man benefiting from Nigeria? Can you mention one thing? Is it the seaport? Is it the airport? For 104 years, mention one. Even when it became very clear that it was the turn of an Igbo man to become president, you can see what the Yorubas did. Some of them were saying that, but you said, but the North said, you said, he said, but the North said. Now, two of them now should face the consequences of the North said. Nobody should involve Igbo man for anything. Nobody should bring Igbo man in a context that has been damaged. What, you know what they are planning to do now? When they have finally set Nigeria to the grave, they will ask Igbo man to go and dig the grave and revive Nigeria. Because you know, they know that they have the Midas touch. When they lay their hand on Nigeria, maybe Nigeria will breathe again. But unfortunately, we are saying no. See, bro, the international, they must understand it very clearly. You can see the level of, you know, military, banditry, Boko Haram, the level of organization, the level of, you know, arms in the north. What these people that are all over the bush, everywhere, all over the northern Nigeria, what are they advocating for? Is government not seeing them? Is this a nation? Is this a country? Is it where we said you have commander-in-chief of the Nigerian armed forces, and we have over millions of armed forces that are not obedient to Nigeria, creating their own military to take over the resources, targeting the Biafran conquest at the end of the day. And the Yorubas are ready to play along if given an opportunity. Yes, I tell you. The Yorubas will succumb to the northern overpower if given an opportunity, just because they want an interest in the Biafran land. No, that is the truth. Look at what happened. Even when they know that their own man, Obasanjo, has been president before, they said no. They pretended as if they don't know what is happening. Because of the division of the Nigerian Biafran war. But the time, according to the prophecy of the Bible, will come when the God himself, in his infinite power, will gather all the people together and put them in one place. Then, when that time comes, I will know the face that will stand and say, no, this is not correct. The British will come out openly and tell the whole world truth of what transpired, that they know that they did damage in Nigeria, and that is why they said, after 100 years, if this is not solved, we can go your own. They are struggling because they are squeezing Igbo man's head. They are taking Igbo man's blood. They are steaming Igbo man so that they can keep their Nigeria going. Well, a time will come when it will point to a direction of serious political resistance. Yes, there will be political resistance, and we have started it. It comes in form of solidarity. When they say protest, we say no protest, we are not joining. When the time we call, they say vote, we say we are not voting. A time we call, we say we are not doing. They are getting Igbo man to a point. They are continuing to push Igbo man to a point. Forget these things Ohanes and Eastern governors are doing. They know already there's a bottle of anger. You sit down in your house, somebody else will walk in and treat you as a slave in your own compound, in your own house. And other people will look the other way as if there's nothing is wrong. No, nothing is happening. Everything is okay. They tell you everything. They tell you, no, everything is working. Thank God for Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, who went to an extent to explain the inside out of what makes Nigeria and the position of Igbo man in Nigeria and the consequences of it, if not adhered to, at the end of the day will be very. No, it's not a threat, bro. It's not. I'm not. This is not a threat. But the reality of it is that at this point in time, we need to understand it very clearly that a time has come for Nigeria to rewrite the history. Failure to do that, I've been saying it, they've been given options of unity. They are smiling, looking the other way, yeah, because of crude oil. It goes. So maybe one day somebody will decide to cut the pipe, then everybody will answer his father's name.
Thank you very much. God bless you.